my fellow comic book collectors. Today is Friday, and on Fridays I do my cover challenge. And this week I'm going to be doing something a little interesting. We're going to do anthropomorphic characters. So these are characters where they are animals and they're pretending to be humans, basically. So, you know, animals dressed up in clothing, stuff like that. So I'm going to have it as the hashtag animal covers, but it's really anthropomorphic animals, if that makes sense. So let's get into it. This should be a fun one. I picked some pretty cool covers and some pretty major keys as well. The first one is, this is Frisky Fables, number 9. And I picked this one because it's not only a cool anthropomorphic thing, you got all the characters, you know, he's wearing a hat and stuff like that, they're wearing clothing and stuff, but it's an infinity cover. So it's for me, that's a bonus. I love infinity covers. So you got, you know, he's reading, this turkey's reading the comic, and it's like, you know, it's infinity kind of thing going on there. So I like, you know, it's a double thing for me. So I just like that. Okay, so that's number 10 on the list. This is Laugh Olympics number 1. Number 9 on my list is Laugh Olympics number 1. And, you know, you got all the characters, and they're, you know, you got even Scooby-Doo's wearing a costume. This is actually the first appearance of Captain Caveman. So we got Captain Caveman right there. A character I really liked as a kid. And, you know, this just has like so many anthropomorphic characters in it. So just a really cool book. You know, Laugh Olympics was a great show when I was a kid. I loved it. So yeah, so this is Hanna-Barbera's Laugh Olympics number 1. And this one is I just like this cover. I think it's cool. This is Porky Pig number 84. And so it's Porky Pig and Bugs Bunny 84. And this is sort of like a kind of a homage or like cover swipe to Dolphin. You know, it's, well, similar to it, you know, where the showcase, I believe 79, you can quote, I'm pretty sure that's right, which is the first appearance of Dolphin, and it has that same kind of look to it. So just I don't know, kind of a cute cover. The thing that I like about it is he's got the fish inside of his mask, which is something I feel always happens whenever I go swimming, and you put the mask on, and no matter how hard you try, it always fills up with water. But yeah, so Porky Pig number 84. Next one on my list is a character that I really love. I was actually gonna see the book up there, the Donald Duck. I was debating about pulling that off the wall, but then I was like, it's too hard to get it to stay up there. So I decided not to pull that one, but that would be the one I would have pulled. Instead, I pulled this one because it's another anthropomorphic character that I really like, and it's Donald Duck. I used to love Donald Duck as a kid. I just liked how he'd get all upset about everything. This is Walt Disney Comics and Stories number 1. My copy's a little beat up. You can see it's a little bit rough, but it is cool to have this book. I'm just happy to have this book in my collection. It's a great Donald Duck cover too. So this is Walt Disney Comics and Stories number 1. From, I forget when this is from, like I think like 41 or something like that. So just a really great book. And next on my list, and I have to take this out of the plastic. Actually, I got this at a really great price. It was on Heritage Auctions, and nobody bid on it. I got it for a great price as a result. But it's Foom number 15. And I just love this cover. I like these kind of like patriotic kind of covers, and covers where it's like people running for president and stuff. Kind of reminds me of like, you know, Richard Nixon a bit. I don't know why, but it's Howard the Duck. I'm a big Howard the Duck fan. I just think it's funny how he's doing the you know, the typical, like, you know, electioneering kind of thing. He's like running for president kind of thing. So yeah, so this is Foom number 15 with the Howard the Duck cover. And it's actually got it's a really great cover. Actually, it has it's a wraparound cover, so that's a bonus as well. So an extra theme, double theme in this one. The Porky Pig was kind of like an homage. This is kind of, so it's like double themes for most of these books. So yeah, this is a wraparound cover too. Very, very cool book. Foom number 15. Okay, so next on my list, number 5, is Weird War Tales number 89. Actually, I just showed this on Wednesday. This is actually what inspired me to do this theme for this video, because I was like, oh, this is such a great anthropomorphic cover. I just have to find another reason to show it. So yeah, so this is the one I decided to put number 5 on my list, and I think it's just a great cover. And I have to thank Lady Pop Hunter for showing me this book, because I never even knew about this cover until she showed it to me. I just thought it was really cool. I always think, anything that makes fun of Nazis is cool in my opinion. So yeah, this is Weird War Tales number 89. Just a cool book. The next book on my list, number 4, is Fritz the Cat. Like, he's like sort of the underground comics king of the anthropomorphic characters, I guess. Great Robert Crumb cover, and character as well. So this is Richard Crumb's Fritz the Cat, and Robert Crumb. What am I saying? Richard Crumb. Robert Crumb. And it's this is from 1968, I believe. Oh, 69, actually, 1969. But yeah, just a really great book. Really hard to find, actually, this book. So that's Robert Crumb's Fritz the Cat. And the next one on my list, I think this is just a cool cover, is Isagyu Jimbo. And he's a samurai in this. Yeah, it's just, I think it's a great cover. This is Isagyu Jimbo number 1. It's just a cool cover. I always like this book. I was a big fan of the story is really great. If you haven't read Isagyu Jimbo, definitely worth reading. It's a good story. So yeah, this is the first Isagyu Jimbo in his own title. Okay, that's the key to it, and it's Stan Sakai cover. So that's cool. Okay, next is a character that I really like. I like Donald Duck, but this character, I actually had a little plushie, or well, it was kind of like a very hard plushie. I don't know. It was like, because it was back in the day, they didn't always put stuffing in things. They would put like these hard plastic shells, and then they'd put fur, like kind of a weird fur on them. And that would be like a little plushie. It was like a little size plushie. I had a little size plushie of this character, and it just, all the fur gradually, because I always played with it, all the fur would wear off. So it was just sort of this hard thing that I'd carry around with me. I carried it everywhere. That was when I was maybe like 3 or 4 years old. But it was Winnie the Pooh. And actually another one that I really liked was Paddington, but I really liked my bear characters, I guess. So yeah, so Winnie the Pooh, this is Winnie the Pooh number 1, which is actually the first appearance of Winnie the Pooh. But, he's kind of like an anthropomorphic character, because he's, he's always wearing clothes, and he walks around and talks and stuff, So yeah, so this is Winnie the Pooh number 1 from 1977. Just a really cool book. Actually quite hard book to find. So yeah, I was quite happy to get this book. So yeah. And whenever I think of anthropomorphic characters, and I always like to find an excuse to show this book, I always think of the Ninja Turtles. If I didn't show, I was actually like going through, and I was thinking about showing other Ninja Turtle covers, but this is the best. Like, this is it's the best because it's the most classic. It's just such a great cover. You get them all standing there, like, their poses. They all have their weapons ready, and it's just, I just love it. I think it's a great cover. So this is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1, and it's the #1 on the list. So that works out well. Kevin Eastman cover. So yeah, and it's a wraparound cover too. I think I used this in the wraparound cover challenge as well. So that was my animal covers, or anthropomorphic animal covers. But that's too long, so we're just going to use animal covers for the hashtag, and also use the hashtag Friday Comic Challenge, and then people can watch your videos. And if you want, you can always post your video link in the comments below, and I will check it out. I'll watch it. And sometimes, if I really like somebody's challenge response, I will even link at the end of the video to their challenge response. So if you do a good job, that's my reward. So thanks everyone for watching, and please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Bye for now.